EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guy's in desperate need of a turnaround quickly. 1-6 to start the season. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Ashton Doolin now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I'll have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
At the 32-yard line.
The rushing numbers for Taylor in last week's ball game: 16 carries, 84 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. And that was going to be off target and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Cedric.
Now Jones. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards for number 11.
That's good.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
At the 38-yard line.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jones pass Intended for
Oh, they
just
were so
down.
close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft, what an unlikely story to get to that spot. A 0-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
Off the play fake, Ward. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Titans.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Titans had 1-6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Ward. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
For the Titans.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Off play action, Ward. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Yards to go.
Here's Ward. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's got room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones, incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. You talk about this Titan defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside the top 10, defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with 4th down and 1.
A 41-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. It's caught, block it. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw is Ward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tennessee offense set to go again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To the sideline and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Titans.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ward off the play fake. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Ward. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Returnable for Lockett. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Ward swinging this out for Pollard. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Titans first down.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Titans 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Tennessee.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down, another run to Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor.
Jonathan
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass caught right side by Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
He was brought
2nd down and 3.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. first down marker at the 31. It's third down. Looking to throw. Jones pushes him over. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They're going for it with the option right. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in everyone.
In Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw. Ward. Okakwo holds it in left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Ward. He finds his man, Pollard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Looking to throw. Ward. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Ward again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
On 4th down, on is the veteran, Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. From 28 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Colts.
Throwing Jones. That's to his tight end, Tanner Warren. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
6-yard pickup.
This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Titans 13. Rigoberto
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Moore. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Moore. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Tennessee. And even 40 yards.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Pollard again. Evades him at the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Cam Ward.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Titans 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's complete to Pierce.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun here, Ward.
Steps away to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
1st down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Ward.
10.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
A give to Pollard running left.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He's brought down at the
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Ward. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
To throw, here's Ward.
Yards to go.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep him in check on that 1st down carry.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And the Colts first down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
1st down. 1st and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the 1st down marker. But as you notice, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
And saving one of his best for the 4th quarter.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Colts.
Josh Downs.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Ward.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Throwing is Ward.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing now, Ward. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, 74 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Sly on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts.
A drive there of just 4 plays.
27.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. This offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Running left, Taylor.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, 42 yards. And the Colts could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Colts 41. Titans
5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Now Ward throwing to start the drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So here is Cam Ward and the Titans. Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:14 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ward. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ward. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Titans.
From the gun, here's Ward. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That is caught. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down.
They'll throw again. Ward drops this underneath for Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Now Ward. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Second down, goal to go. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
and they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.